you don't get to play or have a nice time forever, indefinitely with people, that there are times when people will separate and go their different ways. That's just what it means, and that is life. Hello, today is day 80. Yes, 80. Day 80. And from our countdown, that means we have just 20 days more. I'm going to be putting just in front of it now. Just 20 days more. Yes, and today we're going to be talking about the power of making memories. Yes, the power of making memories. And I'm going to quickly paint a scenario for you right now. And before I paint that scenario, let me just give you the context. All my children are grown up. I mean, they are young adults, all in college. My husband travels a lot. He goes on international travels, and this is holiday period. So that's the context. So now my husband calls my daughter and asks her that, oh, I have this 1 week block where I'm free. Would you try and find something for us to do as a family? And yeah. So my daughter looks at her schedule and like, oh, Daddy, I don't have time within this period. Let me call my brother, that's my son. And then she calls, and he is supposed to be at home for the holidays, but he's holding some kind of job at school. He's not at home. He looks at his schedule and is like, oh, I won't have time during that period. And then they had to juggle it again. And then, oh, would you have time during this period? Can you shift your itinerary? Can you reschedule? And then it goes on and on and on and on. And even they had to call the other members of the family. And then I had to look at my schedule, and it was just so difficult. And it's normally so difficult to just get like a week where everybody is free at the same time and can do something together. And we can do something together as a family, or go on a short vacation or something. And I'm like, where did those days go? Gone are those days when you could just park the children in the car, throw them in the car, or just book a flight and we are off to wherever, jet away, have a nice time and all that. And it's like now everybody is so busy. And it just attests to the fact that this is life. This is how life is. Everybody will not always be together at every time forever. And this does not only refer to family members, it refers also to friends. You know, friends, you will not always be together forever. There are times that people move from countries to other countries. People move from neighborhoods to other neighborhoods. Even in terms of colleagues, you might not necessarily be in that same job forever. You move, you lose contacts with people. But, you know, what matters is what you do at the time when you have time, because those are the things that are going to form the memories that you're going to keep with you. And there's one adage in my language, Yoruba, that says, Ogun omode o le sere fogun odun. That means if I translate it, I would translate it, the literal meaning is 20 children cannot play for 20 years. I mean, but it's a metaphorical thing, right? And if you want to translate it metaphorically, it kind of means that you don't get to play or have a nice time forever, indefinitely with people, that there are times when people will separate and go their different ways. That's just what it means. And that is life. You know, and in as much as we all want to be together forever and be playing together forever and be having fun together forever, there are times when people move, things happen, people grow up, people leave places, stuff happens, life happens, and that's life. And that's, you know, what we also pray for, that people should grow. And yeah, I want to assume that it's growth. It's not like they are losing their lives or whatever, you know. I'm talking in terms of growth, or where people move from areas and go to greener pastures, and, you know, it's life. Life happens. And so it's very important that the time we have, we should make memories together, because memories are so powerful. They are the things that give us our identity. They are the things that gives us our experience. Like when you move on in life, maybe you are older or you go away from where people are geographically, these are the experiences that you can use to remember people, for what they've done or what you did together. Because when you are not with people anymore, I just think about it. You don't think about the things. You think about the time spent together. That is what you think about. That is what makes you. And it's your experiences that makes you. It's your experiences that makes your identity. It's your experiences that go with you. Because without experience, there can be no memories. It's your experiences that translate into your memories. And so that makes making memories so important. And another reason why I think making memories is important is that is what helps us to connect with people, because it's those things that you did together, those memories you shared, those laughter, those times you spent together. Have you ever experienced, we've all experienced it, when you come together with friends or family members or colleagues or even old schoolmates, and you start reminiscing about what happened years ago, some adventure you did, something like, oh, do you remember this, and then everybody's laughing, and it's just such a heartwarming period. Like, it gives you that sense of togetherness. It makes you know that you belong to a community, you belong to some people, you have that sense of belonging and that sense of identity. So it's those things that you carry with you. And the thing is, sometimes we just never find time to create memories because we are so busy. And I just want to encourage us that we should create memories, because those are the things that time can never rob us of. Those are the things that in the future we look back and we're like, I remember when my children were young. I remember when we used to do this. I remember when we used to do that. But if you never created any memories, there will be nothing to remember. There will be nothing to remember. And I just look at it that sometimes we feel that we have to create memories only when we have big things, like a big vacation. It could be a big vacation where you jet away to Africa, or you jet away to the Caribbean, or you go to the Middle East, you go in a big plane and splurge on hotels and everything. Beautiful. Or maybe you go on a cruise with friends or colleagues. Beautiful. Those big things, we can do them. They are memories. They can make memories. As well as small things, just tiny things, like maybe just being in front of the television, huddled together with your daughter with a cup of chocolate, watching your favorite film, or as a father, you just go to the nearby field and play football with your toddler, little things like that. Or just fill in the space. Let me know in the comment section those little things that you do that you remember with such nostalgia and with such peace and contentment and joy. Let me know in the comment section those small things, or those big things that you've done in your life that you can look back and be like, that was so beautiful. And also, making memories could also be spontaneous or planned. I talked about the power of spontaneity yesterday. If you've not caught up with that video, it's in the description box below. I'm going to link it there. So, we talked about the power of spontaneity. You could be spontaneous in making memories. It could just be breaking out into singing in the middle of the day, maybe in the kitchen while you're cooking with your family, or it could be just grabbing your son or your daughter or your colleague or your friend. Let's go and play a game of Monopoly or something. Or it could be just taking a walk in the park with your friends, or it could be just, let's go shopping, going on a shopping spree with your friend. I'm just mentioning random things that come to my mind, but you know what I mean. Just living the moment and making those memories. And it could be planned as well. It could be something like maybe buying tickets ahead, 1 year ahead for maybe a show or a musical that you and your family love to watch, or maybe buying football tickets or soccer tickets next year for a tournament that you and your son are going to enjoy, So whether it's spontaneous or planned, it's still memories. So we need to make memories, either little or big, spontaneous or planned. The important thing is that we make memories. The important thing is that we take those memories with us and we take time to make them, because Time is not always going to be there, and people are not always going to be there. So yeah, I just want to encourage us, as I'm encouraging myself as well, to find that time and to be intentional about making memories, to be purposeful about making memories, so that in the future, when we look back, we can have a smile on our faces and say, yes, we did that. We did that. Because it's only your memories that are going to go with you with time. Yeah, that's all I have for us today. And I'm going to see you when I'm done. Yeah, let's see how far we've gone. That was 52 minutes. I hope you saw it. And I'm just going to turn back now. I'm enjoying these walks so much these days because the weather is good today. So the days that the weather is good, I just try to compensate for those days when the weather is not good. Even though when the weather is not good, I still walk, but I don't enjoy it as much, but I still walk in the rain and whatever. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm done. Yeah, we're back. 1 hour 45 minutes. Today's one has been a long one and it's hot today. Though yeah, I enjoyed the walk. So today we've talked about the power of making memories, and I'm just going to conclude by saying the memories we made yesterday are the ones that we are carrying today. So if we want to make memories for tomorrow, then we have to make those memories today. Now is the time to make memories. So yeah, I'm going to see us tomorrow, and do like if you've gotten any value from this video, and please go and binge watch all the other videos in the playlist in the description box. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.